Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sup everyone, my name is Abdullah, you can call me Abdul, and my student number is 138.
My name is Aghata Dityajati, I'm number 153, and here I will present you about the paraphrase part.
Hi everyone, my name is Iqlal Fasya and I'm with student number 154.
Hello everyone, my name is Dzakwan Althof with student number 162.
Hi, I'm Faninda Yunika D with student number 157. We are from group 4 and we will be analyzing the contents of the poem Do Not Gentle Into That Good Night by Dylan Thomas. The first part that I'm going to read is the title according to interpretation. So, just by looking at the title, speakers could assume that the praise "do not gentle into that good night" might be about the feeling of wanting a sensual demon from another person to not be gentle.
Do not go gentle into that good night. All people should still be passionate at the end of their life. Be rage against the faded light. Even though wise men knew at their end that the dark is right and their words can make anything, they still do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, with their last attempt, still wish for how their weak deed might have been in a green bay, in a rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in a flight, and understand that it is already too late to grieve on its own way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men nearby the death who see the blinding sight. Blind eyes could blaze fiercely. Do not go gentle into that good night. And you, my father, there in a poor condition, cursed. Bless me now with your swift tears, I beg. Do not go gentle into that good night. Be rage against the dying of the light.
The connotation in this poem consists of figurative languages like metaphor and simile. The metaphors that are shown in this poem are good night, which symbolizes death, and the light, which symbolizes a life that is fading away. And the simile is shown in the line blaze like meteor.
So the tone of this poem is the tone and the attitude of this poem is passionate. It's a passionate rage. This poem highlights the feeling of not wanting to give up, not wanting to embrace death, and just being so refusal towards it. It also highlights a brief moment of desperation, especially when the speaker talks about his father in the poem. It highlights the emotional struggle that this poem shows towards the tone and the attitude.
Okay guys, thanks for the time. So right now I will read shift part of this poem. In Dylan Thomas' famous poem, Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night, the concept of shifting relates to how the speaker urges different kind of people to respond to death. Throughout the poem, Thomas presents a series of shifts in attitude toward death, expressed through various types of men: wise men, good men, white men, and grave men. Each group of men recognize the inevitability of death, but they react to it in a unique ways. Number one is wise men know death is inevitable, but still rage against it, because their wisdom hasn't brought them enough recognition. The second one is good men, mourn the fleetingness of their good deeds as they face death.
Wild men lament the passing of time, realizing it's too late that life was slipping away as they lived recklessly. Brave men, though close to the death, they still fight with their blinding sight, showing the desire to hold on to life even as their bodies fail. These shifts in the emotional tone from one group to the text build momentum and underline the central theme of the poem, which is the fierce resistance to death. The poem's final shift is personal, addressed to the speaker's own father, urging him to fight against the inevitability of death. Each shift reinforces the central message to resist passivity in the face of death, adding layers of complexity to the human experience of mortality.
Next is the title, according to the implication by the poet. The title speaks that the poet wrote the poem to imply that someone should not embrace the acceptance of death, but rather being refusing to it.
So, the theme of this poem is a rageful struggle against death. This poem also has the theme and a brief mention of a relationship between a father and a son. So that's it from our group's presentation and interpretation of the poem Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night by Dylan Thomas. I'm Iqlal Fasya and I will be closing this video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.